Dear student, welcome to the lecture MW Mechanical Working Drawing, that is lecture 7. Now we are already deal with 5 to 6 assemblies with details to assembly, and we have studied the conversion of details to assembly and assembly to details. They both are the same, just we have to convert it. Now we will study universal coupling in this lecture, universal coupling details as well as its assembly. Now first we will understand what is the universal coupling. As we know, couplings are used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft. Universal coupling is non-aligned type of coupling. The universal coupling consists of two forks, whose axes intersect. These two axes are pin-jointed, pin-jointed to central blocks, central, central block, which have two arms at right angle, to one another. In this type of coupling, the angle between them may be varied. When they are in motion. Sometimes universal coupling is also known as hook joint. Now I will read the question from details to assembly. Figure shows the details of the universal coupling. Draw the following views of the assembly. Sectional front view, top view, prepare bill of material. Now this is the question. Here they are given mostly the universal coupling is used in automobiles, lie at the ends of the driving shaft of the rear wheel drive automobile. Now here is the detail. First one is the part fork. Fork, it is made up of cast iron. It is there are two forks. One is vertical, another is horizontal. Here is a central block. It is also made up of cast iron. Third one is pin. It is made up of mild steel. Fourth one is collar. Mild steel. Fifth one is taper pin, mild steel, Sixth one is key, mild steel, Seventh one is shaft, mild steel, So there are total 7 parts to compile this assembly. They are not given the shaft, they are also given the shaft. Here is the keyway. This key is half portion of the key is inserted in the shaft, half portion inside this fork hub. This is the hub. Half portion, that much portion material is removed, half portion means total they are given 5/6. This is 5/6, 3 mm inside and 3 mm outside. This is the round taper key. Now this is the assembly they have given. This is the sectional front view. This is the top view. They are numbered. This is the part 1. This is part 2, that is central block. This is part 3, pin. This is part 4, collar. This is part 5, taper pin. Now 6, which is the 6th part here, key. Key is the 6th part. And 7th part is the shaft. The shaft they have now shown here. This is the shaft, and this is the front view, and this is the top view. Now if you look at this figure, first we have to understand the 3-dimensional figure of each part. The first part is the fork. This is a vertical fork. The center line is vertical. Here is a horizontal fork. Its axis is perpendicular to HP, and here the axis is perpendicular to VP. So I will draw orthographic views of this fork. If you look at here, I am drawing the outline. without cutting, this will be the dotted lines, and here a hole is created. If I draw the top view, it is a symmetrical part. Here is a hole, here is a half circle, here is a round portion horizontal, so same distance. If you draw here, this will be the dotted line, this will be the dark line. This is the top view, and here is the hole where front view. Now if I cut it at here, if you cut it at here, this much part, it is imaginary cutting plane. Parallel to VP, those sectional front view is obtained. It is imaginable. Half portion is removed. So here is the cutting plane I am showing, a dark line. It is imaginary cutting, it is not cut actually. So what will be difference here? Here, this line will be converted into dark line. The dotted line will be seen in the front of the observer, and this is common contact line. This part will be removed, and a section line. So this is your first part. I have shown you how that is converted, orthographic view and taking half section. Now we will look for the second part. They have given two forks. One is vertical and second one is horizontal. Now this is the second fork, that is the horizontal axis is perpendicular to VP. Where we observe the front view, I will draw the front view here. Look it at here, front view. This is the center line. This is a cylinder, hollow-like cylinder. Here with a dotted line. Okay, this is the front view. Now what will be the top view? I transfer this center line here. Now, what a difference we observe this in these two figures. Now, when the cylinder, as you first initially we have studied, cylinder is whose axis is perpendicular to HP and perpendicular to VP. Now, this is the front view of same figure. This is the top view of same figure. Its axis is perpendicular to HP, and here is the front view of the same figure. Here is the top view whose axis is perpendicular to VP. This axis is perpendicular. So there is interchange. front view will be look as top view, and top view will look as a front view. Now, if you take the section, that is full section, half portion of the part is removed. If you take the section here, half portion of the part is removed. Then what will be the changes here? This part will be seen dark. This part will be removed here. This is converted into dark portion. Only this much portion is seen here. This is the sectional front view. It is converted into sectional front view, and this is the top view. Okay. Now, here why I have given this concept, it is very much important. This figure is not given in your question. Just they have given two forks. One is vertical and another horizontal. Just you have to interchange it. It is already present in your question. The front view is the top view and top view is the front view. Now, here is the central block, or what is called central disk. As you have studied in the notifications, that is central block is a two hollow cylinder at right angle whose one axis is perpendicular to HP, another axis is perpendicular to EP. If I draw the front view will be, this is the center line. At some distance, the same cylinder is a vertical. Having same dimensions. This is the center line. This is the front view. And if we draw the top view here, and if I transfer this center line here, now if I cut it here, section, full section, what will be changes? This will be the dark. This portion is removed from here. And the section line in upward direction to that of fork. That is central block. Now this is a pin having some vertical pin and second one is horizontal pin. If you draw, it is having some diameter, two diameters, head diameters, head length, shank diameter, shank length. If you draw the front view of the vertical pin, this will be the front view. What will be the top view? This is circular part, cylindrical part. Now this axis, second pin is perpendicular to VP. It is perpendicular to VP. This bolt is perpendicular to VP. So the front view here, front view will be the two circle. Here will be the front view. And what is the top view? Top view is a because its axis is perpendicular to AP. That is a pin. Here we will not take section to the pin because it joins the two parts. Here is a collar which is placed here. This is a collar at the bottom side to lock the pin. A hole is created. This is the collar. So the top view of this corer will this two circle and front view will be, that is to the vertical plane. Here it is dotted. If you take a section, the dotted is converted into, and here is a hole. And for this is a collar whose axis is perpendicular to VP. So the front view will be two circle and its top view will be just a rectangle, because its axis is liquid. Top view is a rectangle and front view is a two circle. Here is a dotted and here is a hole that is created. This much are the parts present in the fork. Now how to join it we will see in the next lecture. Now these are the parts details of that universal coupling we have converted into orthographic projection, sectional orthographic projection. We have studied three-dimensional figure. Here they have given the machining symbols, roughness values. We have the two parts joints. There will be higher surface finish, and this is the assembly. It is a horizontal assembly. In the next lecture, this is the part list provided. In next lecture, we will study how to draw the assembly drawing. It is very much easy. Okay, thank you.